So by now everyone would be aware that Main Roads have put forward a plan to bypass the New England Highway north of Toowoomba and run in behind Highfields and come out at GM. Now there's more problems with this than you could drive a bus through, but just to summarise quickly, there's very important koala habitat there. It goes through some indigenous grounds, and it would also involve the resumption of a lot of land and houses for people that have just built and people who've been there for a while. Now, Main Roads are saying that it's not going to happen for maybe even decades, but the emotional stress, that the uncertainty that this will give to people, let alone the environmental destruction, just means that this is not a good idea and should not go ahead. So what can you do about it? Now, there's a number of things. Look at the links below here. Firstly, go to the Main Roads website. They're calling for feedback. There's another couple of weeks on this. Put some feedback in, tell them exactly what you think about it. There's also a change.org petition. You can sign that. I'll have the link below there as well. And after the petition, I started for the general land clearing problem in Highfields. Even though the council has a policy of not accepting electronic petitions, they will actually listen, and they told me with the last one they do accept these just as if they are paper petitions. So that's certainly worthwhile signing. But another thing you can do is talk to the council about this. Now, obviously it's a state matter with Main Roads, but the thing that's driving this, the thing that's behind this, is all of the expansion into areas north of Toowoomba that shouldn't really be happening. Toowoomba through to Crow's Nest is a koala hotspot. We're one of the best places to see koalas in southeast Queensland, and because we don't have adequate, well, there's two things in play here. First of all, we don't have adequate local protections in the bylaws. We also aren't included in the state koala mapping. Now, that's a fault of both the state government and also the council. So that we really need to get up the council about this, because it's allowing development to happen in areas that it shouldn't. And this is one of the arguments of why we need another road to connect these booming population areas. Now, the development that's going on around Toowoomba, obviously we're having more people coming here, as we should, and they all need houses, and that's fine, but they need to go in areas that aren't of high ecological value. And we've got a lot of areas out towards the western side of Toowoomba, not the northern side, but the western side that should be being developed, not the areas that are existing as koala corridors and worthwhile habitat, which are being freely bulldozed all the time around here. So we're lucky to live in an area with great wildlife, but we just don't have the local protections. We don't have the integration between the council and the state government as far as the koala mapping goes. And then we have the Main Roads Department that think they can just decide to put this thing through that people don't really want. And the reason why they're suggesting it needs to come here is because of development that shouldn't be happening in this area to begin with. So get hold of the council or your local councillor and tell them this. The council should be bringing in a temporary local planning instrument which would allow them to override the existing town planning laws to actually stop some of this clearing and development going on out here. And they didn't have the guts to put it through last year. They failed by one vote. They've told me that it is going to go ahead this year, but I'll believe it when I see it. Simply, they're just dragging their feet, and they're complicit in the problem as well. So it's a state problem, but it's also being driven by inadequacies in the local council area as well. So what you can do, three things: tell Transport and Main Roads what you think, to sign that change.org petition, and also tell the council what you think and pressure them to get in a TLPI and get in proper development in proper areas. And, you know, what's the point in putting in these roads? So we can get somewhere 10 minutes quicker. Well, I don't want people to lose their homes just so I can get somewhere 10 minutes quicker, and I don't want all of that habitat to be destroyed for that either. So we're quickly losing what we value in this area, and we really need the state and the local governments to just lift their act. So sign those things and do what you can. Thank you.